Hey, we're live, and Mike's
Okay,
going to recap while I look for my bowl. Go, Mike. Hey.
so previously, y'all had explored Danoi, you freed the giants there, and then you had come back to the present and gone into the age of the most recent past that you have access to, which is the city cylinder space station Ni Aegera. Kind of, you would know from your studies of Rhone history that the Rhone home city was called Aegera, and that Ni Aegera was kind of its new modern capital, its home away from home. It was the center of Rhone culture outside of the home city. And then when the disaster happened called the Silence of Aegera, which is referred to in the museums that are in the observatory, essentially all contact was lost with the home city as according to rumors, there's varying tales of what the actual cause of the silence was, but the commonly accepted theory is that it was a plague which tore through Adra and killed everybody there.
Couldn't
Um,
happen to a nicer group of folks.
well, you see, there's actually evidence that the plague was at least spread deliberately, at the very least. If you want to know more about the silence of Adra, you can always go to the Great Library and ask. But you have come to this place, and since the Silence of Adra, which was a few hundred years ago in this time period, Ni Adra has kind of been the de facto center of what remains of the Rhone interplanar empire. Refugees have flocked here, but it has also been fraught with conflict and strife as there is a demonic invasion in progress that has never been stopped. There are also celestials here that were summoned once to deal with the demons, but summoned improperly, and some of them were driven mad. All of this you've learned from the people at the linking bubble when you came to Neadra. So there are demons in the city, there are angels in the city, there are insane evil angels in the city. There are also an enormous number of cybernetically augmented humanoids, Afrotan survivors who were here when the silence happened and were not affected by the plague that killed all the Rone. And there are some what are known as post Rone cyborgs who are were Rone once, were human-ish once, but have augmented themselves to such a degree that they are no longer biological organisms so much as constructs. And so when the plague swept through, because it came to Neagra too, it went throughout the entire Rhone tapestry. Uh, the post Rhone were unaffected by the plague because there was not enough biological matter left in them for the plague to attack.
Kind of like Cybermen.
Um, yeah, very similar concept. So the population of Neagra today is Afrotan, most of whom are cybernetically augmented in some way. Post Rone cyborgs, many of whom are twisted into demons because the demonic invasion happens to occur. The epicenter of that invasion is a corrupted linking bubble in the heights of a tower called the Pattern Seekers Tower, which once belonged to a particular cult of Rone. Their linking bubble links to the abyss. Demons emanated from that bubble, and fantastic luck for the city, their tower was in the park right next to the city's primary water supply. The reservoir in the Ano district is now the lair of demons, and all of the fresh water that comes through continually from the elemental plane of water to that reservoir is tainted immediately. And that means that the water source all throughout the city, the public water sources, is corrupted, and it has been corrupted for 163 years.
Okay, so
Everybody knows this, so the only people who are not, people, there are people in the city who have their own access to different water supplies, and those people are not demons. Everybody else who must rely on the public water was has become demonic over the centuries because they have no choice but to drink this water, and drinking it, if it doesn't kill you, you're cursed.
Mm.
So that's a problem. And yeah, the other thing that's going on in the city is that the maintainers, which are the robotic and mechanical servants of the Rone that were left behind to take care of the city have been really struggling since a lot of their systems were designed to function only with input from Rone overseers. And when all the Rone died, a few people, some Ashotan, were able to step into those roles, but a lot of those crucial oversight roles that were once filled by Rone have been empty for hundreds of years. And as a result, the maintainers are forced to work around these limits in their own programming because they do not have permission to access certain functions of their own. They cannot use them. And so the city has been kind of in a permanently fucked up state since the collapse, and nobody is really able to fix it. There is an AI, a central AI called the Cosmic Archive Maintainer, or CAM for short, that is meant to kind of oversee the systems and infrastructure of the whole city. Since the silence happened and the Rone overseers all died, CAM has splintered into numerous different kind of personalities, subroutines of CAM. Some of them are helpful and lucid. Others are just kind of locked and appear alert but unable to communicate or act. Some of them are hostile because they are malfunctioning in ways that have damaged their do not hurt the humanoids routines. And you'll find all types of them. If you can uh, find probably the central processing hub of that AI, you might be able to fix it. At least would be the best able to fix it, probably. But if you could even just gain access to it, the fire keepers, who are these friendly cyborgs all around you, might be able to fix it.
Okay.
Another thing that's happening with the mechanicals in Neaedra is the Modrons. Once employed by the Morone and the maintainers to be counters and accountants and clerks, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of Modrons in the city. And since the demons happened, the demons, coincidentally, it's not really certain why, but at the same time the demons appeared, the Modrons were infected with a virus. And the virus makes them insane and hostile to all things except other Modrons. But here's the catch: every Modron gets a random binary value, 1 or 0. If they have 0, they see other Modrons as 0. If they other Modrons with 0 as uninfected, and Modrons with 1 as infected, and vice versa. The two Modrons, it's basically they are randomly split into two identical factions. The two factions see the other as infected and themselves as uninfected, and their primary drive is to destroy the infection. So Modrons just war
Okay.
with each other endlessly. And you
Okay.
can see it happening in the skies all around you. There are swarms of Modrons just kind of mindlessly destroying each other. In endless swarms, they never stop coming. And the reason for this is there is a portal to the plane of Mechanus in Vayman, the end cap of Neaedra, the city's kind of the cap of the cylinder at the end where everything in that district is perpendicular to the rest of the city. And
Um.
there is a portal to the plane of Mechanus from which Modrons are continually issuing by the orders of long dead Rone. So that's a problem. Their
Okay.
city is
Hold on a
risen with
second, Mike.
problems.
I'm on information overload. What can
I,
I
Lots of
I'm,
actually do?
problems.
this is you don't have to go in any one direction. This is a sandbox. So these are all of the things that are available to you, but you can go in any direction from here.
But
You
just so
don't
we're
and
clear, right now, there's no clean water to drink.
correct. Nothing,
Uh,
not publicly. The firekeepers have their own water sources. So at Firelink Point, where you are right now, there is water. But anywhere else in the city, the water is tainted, and if you touch it, you just have to. You don't even have to drink it. Just touching it is enough to cause serious harm.
and then we have, same thing as every day, Modrons killing Modrons.
Saren, you had questions, or Jane for the DM, or Saren for
Um.
the
I
firekeepers,
feel
or Millibars.
overwhelmed, and I guess I'm trying to figure out. what do I know before I get here, and what would I know only by asking people things?
I'm sorry for the information dump. There is one more bit that might be helpful,
Okay.
and that is you do know that the librarians of the Ascendant Library came here before you did, and this is the only age that they were able to report back from. So Milibaj knows a great deal about this place, and they have connections at this thing called the Great Library in Niedra. You can actually
Mhm.
see it from where you are. It's an enormous building,
Okay.
heavily defended. But in there are records of everything the Rone knew and thought
Mm.
they knew. And as for what you know about this city, I will say, based on what your conversations with Milovaj and your own past, you do remember from your old memories, because you're older than Miles is. He knows
Mhm.
this. But you were, involved with some people and some organizations before you met Miles. Those people were aware of this city and the demonic problem that it had, the demonic problem, that is. And as far as you know, people from your kind of side had been dispatched to this city, but the rumors you heard and the stories you heard was that it was uh, a bit of a problem for the higher ups. Like they had been kind of forced to be coming here and being
Mhm.
deal with these demons. It wasn't their plan to do that. It was just there's demons here and now we have to go there. And as a result of that, there was some considerable argument going on amongst the kind
Mm.
of the higher ups, which was
Yeah.
very unusual, as you know,
Mhm.
for the people that you worked for and with. And for them to be arguing with each other above your head was kind of unnerving.
Unprofessional.
Unnerving, more so. Unprofessional is the beginning of it, but unheard of
Yeah.
and just scary,
I
because
walk with my head down a bit.
and but this is all in the dis in your this is ancient history for you.
Yeah.
It was never really your department. You were never dispatched to be sent there. Although you do have, I will say, make a wisdom check or an intelligence check, your choice, to try and recall because it was so long ago.
I'm equally shitty at both. Okay.
I'll take the 15 because you have advantage to remember things about your own past. It is you did not quite meet the DC, but 15 is still high enough to know that you have pangs of a familial connection
Hmm.
in this whole issue. You're not clear on what, but it feels like to you that someone in your family was involved. Possibly they were sent here
Hmm.
to this city. Um, but you don't really remember more than that who it was, what the connection was, whether they were sent
Okay.
on what mission. You do have a strong feeling that someone was sent here, but why and who and where and all
I can't
that stuff.
remember.
Oh, a killing demons boner. You will be able to satisfy that boner many, many times over, friend. Do not worry. Um, that yes, but you do also know Milavage is informs you that the age you are in now is I don't have the actuarial tables in front of me. I'm sorry, but it is. I believe it's something on the order of 4,700 years before the present. So you've gone back almost 5,000 years in time to now.
Marty, we've gone back to the future.
That's
Um,
actually pretty good.
and I will another I based on also that your history roll. There's been a lot of shit in your life. You've got a lot of memories, a lot of intrusive thoughts that you've just kind of learned to ignore and live with. Things that you've just stopped listening to thoughts in your mind because you've learned that they are damaging and not useful. But at when you come here, there's something that you realize you're listening to it now. You're hearing it. You've been hearing it for thousands of years and ignoring it because it's not been useful. But there are things it's saying now that are useful, relevant. It's telling you that it remembers this place, that it was here before, against its own will, and that it too had family drawn here. That it, well, it didn't go well. Family, there was bad blood there for this voice.
Of course,
But
it didn't go well. You're in a ring.
mm.
Says out loud.
So yeah, you guys and the library also has. If you guys want to go shopping, there's a market in the city, which is somewhat. It's at the other end of the city from Vamin. It's called Vreziksev. That is the market district, and it is very well fortified and well protected and insulated. It's got very strict security. The demon corrupted water has never entered Vreziksev, nor have the Modrons. So it remains kind of a bastion of somewhat stability in the city, but it is at one end, and it is very strictly only for trade. So there is stuff available for purchase there. There may also be interesting people to talk to. You don't know.
Either way, we're gonna have to cut a path through, don't you think, Miles?
I agree. I honestly, I think we should just go get some clean water first. I kind of wanted to go shopping and definitely spend some of this cash, but
Well,
Helm just
reckon that
keeps guiding me in that direction.
Well, not to disagree with Helm, of course, but I should be able to prepare that spell tomorrow morning, but nothing I can do today. What about you? Can you purify water?
I don't know because I leveled up to level 20 and forgot what I had.
You do have that, but I don't know if you ever prepared.
I have lesser restoration. No, I don't have
You
it.
have that spell prepared, LON.
There is a spell called Purify Food and Drink. It's
Yep.
first level, and it is on the Paladin list, so you both could prepare it.
Yeah, I don't have it prepared. So.
All non-magical food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point of choice within range, which is deadly.
Wait, non-magical?
Is purified and rendered free of poison and disease.
Does that mean we couldn't purify the magic that's on the water?
Non-magical water. I mean, it's water. All the water in the city is non-magical. It's just tainted. So you could purify it if you wanted to with that spell.
But you could perhaps dispel the magic, or...
Well, you know, as Mile gets a devilish twinkle in his eye. If we don't have the spell prepared till tomorrow, then obviously we're just going to have to rest and relax and maybe do some shopping.
Or we can kill time by killing demons.
Even better. And like his holy symbol that's actually in his armor glows a little bit.
Yeah, Keeper Nithya, who has been telling you about these things, takes you aside to a kind of a computer console where she calls up some things using haptic motions control with her hands, Minority Report style.
Am I smart enough to like pay attention to her motions to figure it out? Like
What's your intelligence score?
I'm at 11.
Yeah, you can kind of, it's confusing to you at first because you're not familiar with the city or the technology in front of you, but you have seen technology like this before during your campaigns against the Magisterium. So you're aware that that's what it is. It's just machines that are very, very, very complex and designed by generations of smart people working on the problem of causing machines to behave this way. They've had a lot of time and effort, much longer, thousands of years, even longer than the Magisterium's people did. So this is, you're smart enough to know what this is, and also to know that it's generations advanced more than anything you've seen before.
Okay, so it's not like just like the iPhone
Well,
kind
I
of
mean,
motions like
it's
you're like
it's
move
as
things
if
open, kind
you are
of.
from a world where the most advanced technology is probably steam powered. The Magisterium's technology was probably nuclear powered and limited. They probably had computer power somewhat less advanced than what we do in the real world today. This is thousands of years more advanced than the Magisterium.
Like
Okay,
Star
so he's got
Trek.
a concept
Star
of it.
Trek level.
Yeah, he's got a concept of it, but like he can't figure
Yes,
out how to work it himself.
it is what you would might call sufficiently advanced technology, such that it's
Milovosh.
indistinguishable from magic.
But I'm able
Um,
to identify it as
and what
technology as
Nithya
opposed
is
to magic.
showing you is a layout of what is called the Ano district. There's a park. At one end of it, the park has got trees and such. At one end of it, there's a reservoir called the Hydrolink Pavilion. It's basically a large open area of water, and then inside it, or in the middle of it, rather, there is a stone structure comprised of walls, basically 4 stone walls with the corners are not connected, so you can get in there. And in the midst of this kind of sheltered pavilion, there is a linking bubble hovering in midair, which is, I think it's like 30 feet in diameter or 60 feet. It's pretty big. And it is just open to the elemental plane of water. And it is a constant open one way link. So water is constantly pouring out. And on the other end of the Ano district from the reservoir is the Pattern Seeker's Tower. And that is where the demonic infestation emanates from. That is the heart of the infestation in Neaedra. At the top of that tower, there is a linking bubble which leads to the abyss, and demons come out of it all the time. And
And the SCP
particularly
organization has tried already.
nasty. Oh yes, the Firekeepers have tried to close it, but they've lost so many people trying that they've stopped trying. And they've also tried to they've tried to get the demons out of the Hydrolink reservoir so that they could possibly close the link or something, do something, but they've also lost people doing that. But what they know, Nithya shows you, they do still have access to some of the cybernetic implants of the dead Firekeepers, so they have camera footage and sensory data from inside the pavilion, and
Uh,
they can show you that there's at least one enormous, well, large serpentine demon living in the reservoir, and she shows you. Can I show you this somehow? I think I can.
what's her name again, Mike? I'm sorry.
Keep her
Nikia?
Nithya.
Nikia.
Nithya. I'll write it down.
Nikia, like that? Nithya.
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 Keep her Nithya. Is there a way to take that with us?
I can give you a smaller handheld version. Yes.
Excellent.
He's
Sorry,
providing
I'm
collateral.
hypoglycemic at the moment, so I'm eating glucose tablets. But
Fine.
You do you, bro.
now would be a good time for you to ask questions if you have any.
Quick, he can't talk. Get him.
That was
Does
my
it look
big
like?
one.
Sorry. Does it look like the people of the city are they like conducting business as usual, or are they all like nowhere to be found, deeper in the city, maybe going out they need something from the store, kind of like what we're experiencing right now in real life?
Think like what we're experiencing in real life, but the danger is extremely magnified. Aggression is very much magnified as well, and cylindrical topography. So there's a bit of a strange sector war going on.
Okay.
It's chaos, is the answer. There's not really business as usual, except in some very isolated parts of the city. One example is Reziksev. Business is as usual there, pretty much. And the Great Library, inside it, if you can get to the Great Library alive, you can go into it and be safe inside it and do your research at the library. And the library is also known to have dormitories. So like it has people living there, but it's full at the moment. Like it has been
Right.
told they've had to turn away people continuously for the last 60 years.
Yeah.
But occasionally they do either make new space magically, or people die of old age or whatever, and room becomes available. So they do take in some people
Mm-hmm.
slowly.
You have a
Um,
long ass waiting list.
the rest of yes, exactly. The rest of this population is kind of spread out in wards all around the city, and some of them are the ones that are close to Vaman are safe-ish because the maintainers have a heavy presence there, and they tend to um, enforce the old laws of the Rhone, which kept peace in the streets. In the middle reaches of the city, it it's varying heavily. There's a lot of warlords, of their Afrotan cyborgs essentially, and they lead by force in sectors of residential and commercial areas, and there's kind of slowly drifting boundaries between them. There's
Okay.
also closest to the park, the Ano district where the reservoir and the tower are. There's heavy demonic activity there. There's always demons, and then that is also where the Celestials tend to be concentrated. Nithya gives you a bit more of a clear outline of what the Celestials are about. Supposedly, when the demons invaded, the demon invasion came about 10 years after the silence of Aedra, and the people in the Aedra were already panicking because of that crisis. So they attempted to summon Celestials using the art, but they were not competent enough with the art that they used, and so some of the Celestials were summoned and bound to fight all of the demons in the Aedra until there are none left, and they continue to do so to this day. Other Celestials were driven mad by being forced here by the art, and they're insane and chaotic evil and attack anything that's near them. So some of those Celestials are still alive and active to this day and are just roving, dangerous threats that kind of pass by like lightning storms. And if you see one coming, you batten down the hatches and hope you survive whatever fuckery is about to
Mm-hmm.
coalesce around it, and hope it goes away. But they kind of come around and destroy shit. Mainly demons, but they don't care about collateral damage at all, whereas the true Celestials are careful not to hurt innocent people, or so they perceive. And then against all of this is the backdrop of the Modrons, which are just everywhere in the city and constantly tearing each other apart. And they will attack others if one group of a group of zeros overwhelms a group of ones, so there's only zeros in that group. If they sometimes are dangers because they will attack humanoids, they will attack anything they see because they're just insane and driven to destroy. But the bulk of the Modrons are concentrated in Vaman and around the Great Library because that is where they were working the most. So depending on you can go into the districts or the wards. There is actually valuable. There's a valuable area to go to there if you would like the quest ping for that. But that would entail fighting warlords and possibly demons. Going to Vaman, you could possibly fix the maintainers or the Modron problem. The Great Library, you would almost and certainly encounter Modrons, but also Celestials and demons. And the Auto District, lots of demons.
Okay. Information overload again. Where did you say? Where are the warlords?
All around the city, but mainly in the wards, the residential areas. You might see them near the library,
Hmm.
and you might see them come into Reziksev to trade, but they would not fight in Reziksev because that is strictly a no-no.
Where's the water source origin from?
It's in the Ano district.
I
That's where we
I
should
think we
perhaps
should head there. Yeah,
Okay.
let's get them clean water.
So Nithya finds it's a tablet basically that she downloads all of the stuff that she's been showing you onto, and she brings it with her. And she tells Ambrose that she's planning to take the executors to Anno to hopefully to do some scouting at the demon problem and see if they can nip that in the bud. And Ambrose nods and passes the word around. And you can see the defenses of. Sorry, go ahead.
We were hurt, right, before we got here? And if so, I'm gonna.
I don't think you rested.
Okay.
Or did
I'm going
you?
to I don't think we did.
No, because we had the massive rager from the
Yeah.
with the
Right.
fire giants.
I'm
Do you
going
want to rest?
I thought we were rested. I'm at full health.
Okay. Well, then let's assume we have rested.
Okay. Never mind then. Continue on, sir.
So you also get
Because we had also leveled up. That's why.
15 temporary hit points
Oh,
from
sweet.
Milavage.
Thanks, Millie.
He gets all his stuff back.
Miles winks at him and goes, I know you like me best.
Milavage ignores you. No, I'm kidding. He's fine. He does that. He comes with you, and she calls a. Neither of you are sure what the fuck this thing is at first. It looks like a floating metal box that's really kind of sleek and smoothly designed, and it's red, and it's got some shiny surfaces on it and weird lines that you're like, what is that? Is it like a giant floating puzzle box? What the fuck? But then part of it opens, and inside it's like hollow, and there's like padding in there that looks like it would be comfortable to sit on purpose. It's weird. It's like a carriage, but it flies. Okay.
I'm sorry. The last time I saw a box that opened up and was pink, it had teeth and tried to eat me. I'm not getting in that thing. I have the hobby horse. And he pulls out the hobby horse of flying and he sits on it.
Okay. Milavage gets into the car. I assume, Saren, you're taking your Gregasus.
Yes, I mean, I can certainly take you, Milavage. Unless
what?
you'd rather
like, oh, you mean like take me on your Gregasus?
Yes. What did you
Certainly. I guess that means Gonk and Belly are stuck in the car.
Well, yeah.
That kind of works.
Know what? They get stuck in a traffic jam, and that's why they're not going to be involved in the next encounter.
you hear like, meet me, goddamn Sunday drivers.
Nithya also gives you before you leave Firelink Point. She shows you basically she gives you little earpieces, comm pieces, and tells you how they work. So basically, they're telepathically activated. So you just have to think to whenever you say, like whenever you want to say something to a party member. They have a range of 100 feet, and they go through walls and stuff. So you can just like, I want to say this with your volition to Miles. Hey Miles, I'm on this blah, 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 text information. So you can do that.
Nice.
But that will be how Nithya keeps in touch with you, because hers has a much longer range because she's got the tablet. So she's going to be able to send you information communicatively.
Nithya, please send all transmissions to Miles. I'm unable to receive them.
If you absolutely can refuse the comm piece if you want. Milavage takes one, and he's kind of your.
I'll keep it, but it's not going to do much good.
Why is that?
Because she can't do telepathy.
If you ask.
I'm unable to experience
this
telepathy.
This is not telepathy. It's electronic.
It's recording. Will it take what I say out loud then?
It's basically, it's like, imagine you have a walkie-talkie connection in your ear to all of your friends.
Yeah.
But it only works if you want it to. So it's not just transmitting everything you say to Miles all the time, but you can just be like, oh, hey, Miles, I see this thing. And if you decide that you wanted Miles to have heard you say that, then he will have heard it.
Kind of like the earrings from Vox Machina.
I don't know if Jane's familiar with Critical Role, though.
Oh, I understand. We'll see if it works. Thank you.
There you go. And so you on your Gregasus and Milivaj behind you. He wraps his arms around your waist so he doesn't fall off. And Miles on his hobby horse. You fly down from Firelink Point, which is this large floating metal platform that's close to the middle of the cylinder that is the city. And going through the exact middle, you see the line of bright energy that is the axis. And the whole city around you is rotating very, very slowly but noticeably. And you see grids of light where those districts are and along roads, traffic moving in both directions. You can see from this high up, there's you can see several areas that are like actively conflict going on. There's fire being exchanged, spells being cast, weapons being discharged, and lots of buildings are on fire. But you also see like a lot of the districts that are literally war torn at this moment are also like strangely being repaired at the same time. There are maintainer drones flying around burning buildings and trying to put out the fires with washes of chemical sprays and water. And there are little swarms of reconstructor bots going over the side of one building trying to rebuild it as the other side is still burning down.
That's so
So you can
sad, poor
see,
little bots.
you can conceive how this situation might have had a sort of meta stability for decades or more, even though it's constantly changing. There are districts being burned down and there are districts being rebuilt constantly, and it looks like it's been going on for quite some time. You can see over off in the direction away from where you're going. As you look briefly behind you, there's the huge arcing palace-like shape of the great library, which has these great fan kind of sail shapes on its roof that are very distinctive. And all around it, there's mid-air battles going on between what looks like, Saren, you can tell, especially because of your familiarity with things past, there are celestials in the air around the Great Library fighting with demons and fighting with other celestials, which is very odd. You see in one of the districts as you fly past it, there is an enormous concentration of demons that seem to be around one particular store or shop. It's a little square building with a sign on top of it in a language that you don't know. But in front of it, there's just, it's horrific, whatever it is, and it's enormous. You can see from this distance, it looks even big, and it's, you hesitate to look at it because it's so horrifying, but you feel like you have to know what that is. And it's, there's so many heads and so many tentacles and so many mouths, and there's all sorts of little fleshy bits around it that are also walking around with mouths. Holy shit, what is that thing? I hope that's not anywhere near us anytime ever. But gross. But mainly what you see as you're approaching the Ano district and kind of curving around it is this little district of green space surrounded by gray buildings and streets that has got trees and grass in it, but the trees are not doing very well. The grass is green and deep and lush, but it's got kind of a sick tinge to it, almost like a purpley bit at the roots. And the water in the reservoir, which you can also see, it looks like almost like it's purplish rather than bluish. It's clear. It's not murky or anything, but it's just a weird color. And the trees in the park are all leafless and skeletal. And then on the other end, like you see on one side of the park, there's this large kind of square rectangular pool. And in the middle of it, this giant four stone walls jut up like a weird, like Lego block almost. And they just are standing there with the slits in the sides that you can see into. And as you curve around it on your flight path, you can see through the slits in its side. There's a gigantic ball of gushing water in the middle of it that's just pouring water constantly into the reservoir below. And on the other side, which I will now move you to the map of the Ano district, uh, there is a tower, and it is square and symmetrical and ornate with pointed kind of buttresses and elaborately swirled masonry as it goes higher up. And the top of it has this kind of like a staff, like a wizard staff like point that kind of flares out of it and then up into a cone. And drifting around that tower and lumbering around its base is some of the most horrid, ugly shit you've ever seen. Around the base, there's these huge fused dudes that look like a person, maybe like a 7-foot tall person, was fused with another person, and that was just kind of applied to their back and flesh grafted on. And so it's horrible. Their arms are like these long twisted masses of two arms that are elongated and sharpened into bony blades, and their backs are just throbbing giant pustules that are glowing with sick orange corruption and demonic disease. And then there are the little dudes, which are kind of equally horrible, although it's only one person, just twisted and mutated, heavily cybernetic. You can see lots of machine parts and kind of mechanical augmentations in these people, but they're all bloated and throbbing with demonic corruption. I realize I've said throbbing twice now, and I very much apologize for that. Can you see this map?
I can.
I can now.
When did it show up?
Like when
Just
you
now?
yeah.
There was a lot of black spots over it, so I couldn't see like down here.
Okay.
But now I see everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean the black spots were there on purpose, but this is fine. Yeah. So there's some horrid shit, and in the air, floating above the tower and around it is. It looks like 3 bodies fused together, and there's tentacles coming out of the middle of it, and all 3 of them are constantly screaming. And
Oh, that's a lovely picture.
It's an obscene noise. There's meaning in it, but it's not meaning that you should know or that you want to know. You can sense.
Can I
no.
understand it?
Do you want to?
Kind of.
Make a perception check.
Do I understand it?
Gonk!
Oh, we got a gonk!
Yeah,
I
I
guess
finally
the taxi made it.
I finally made it out of a lab on a consistent enough basis. So my next goal is getting a tablet that can support its own hotspot, and then I actually will be able to, not just be voice. So baby steps.
Yes, Saren, you can understand it. You know Abyssal, right?
Yeah.
You can understand it. And so can you, Gonk.
Yay.
Miles cannot.
The demons have not noticed you yet. However, you're not far from them. You're 120 feet from them, the nearest.
All right, hang on. Let's see if my demon-killing boner takes over.
You do see over here in this, there's a little paved area with some benches. In the middle of it, you see a hologram of Cam, the Cosmic Archive maintainer that I mentioned. This one is... What Cam splinter is this? This is Cam in Fugue. So he is not really a useful Cam.
The 56 says I keep my demon-killing boner in check.
Archives. God, there's way too many. Okay, Cam is in the personnel folder of the of the library records. Cam in Fugue, he's catatonic and unresponsive. So yeah, he's useless.
Yeah, we can ignore this guy.
But if you were to fix him in another district, he might be useful here. But I'm sorry, your Cam fixing is in another district.
So, I'm sorry, what did the demon say?
Make a wisdom saving throw. I was hoping you would ask me that. It's saying obscene things about the nature of reality that you hope aren't true.
Okay. Fourth dimension shit I can't comprehend.
Oh, you can comprehend it. It's just if it's true, you don't want it to be true.
The Earth is flat. No, I don't know.
We're all
Think-
in an imaginary
more like-
game played by like drunk people.
Not this specifically, but the general gist of the idea that when you die, every atom of your body will retain awareness only of pain for the rest of eternity.
Well, that's pretty horrifying.
And this is an unshakable truth of the cosmos because of very obvious things these demons can see that you can't, but now that they've pointed out to you, you can. And you'll never be able to forget. That sort of thing.
Saren gives no indication she can understand any of this.
Okay.
I'd like to call in a mobile task force, please.
A mobile task force.
One other thing you notice is that around the base of the tower, I will remind you that this tower belonged to a cult of Rone cyborgs called the Pattern Seekers. And around the base of their tower, there are 4 of these diamond-shaped mirrors that are pretty big. They're like 60 feet across the long axis and 40 or so the short axis.
So it's not
They're
like
perfectly reflective, but this demon is standing on top of them, so they're not liquid, but they could be for how reflective and silvery they are.
how far away are we?
These are 10-foot squares, so the line of you right there is 130 foot from that big dude, 120 foot horizontally from the floating horror that is 3 people fused together. And there are
Okay, and this is
So-
where the water source is here.
No, this is the tower. The water source is on the other side of it. Do you guys want to go to the reservoir instead? these
Is
demons
this
have
on
not
the
noticed-
way to the reservoir?
This is in the same district as the reservoir, so you could just
Okay.
walk across the park if you want to do the reservoir first.
No, we can kill these guys.
This is the tower. If you like, these are the demons outside the tower, and then if you
Mhm.
go in the tower, you'll have to get up to the top of the tower, which is it's going to be a hassle, let me tell you. But once you get up there, you got to fight the demons at the top and close the bubble, and that will put an end to the demon.
Oblivion.
That will put an end to more demons coming through. However, if you want the water to be pure, you will have to deal with the demons at the reservoir sooner or later.
Yeah, I think we just kind of sneak past these guys and deal with the reservoir demons, then come back. Although, if we deal with reservoir demons and more demons come out, maybe we should just deal with the source now and then do cleanup afterwards. What do you guys think?
I
I mean, that makes
I mean,
more sense.
If you
Yeah.
that it does. If you want to do it the other way around, though, that's also valid. Like if you cleaned out the reservoir and then cleaned out the tower within a day or two, there would not be time for more new demons to come in and infest the reservoir.
No, I think
Gotcha,
we just
gotcha.
deal with the source and then
If you
clean up.
went and cleaned out the
Well-
reservoir and then fucked off for like several days, then they might refresh.
I think the point that Mr. DM might be making is that if we go get the source and leave the things in the tower running amok for an extended amount of time, things might be happening off screen that we
Would regret.
would regret. Yeah, not saying that's what it is, but that's what I could see that drawing
I-
that conclusion of
The history you've been given, the abyssal linking bubble at the top of this tower has been open for 163 years.
oh, so
And
it's
the
already-
city is
whatever they've
still
done, they've
here.
done. Yeah,
You know,
whatever.
it's not doing great, but it's chugging along.
I just didn't know if this was going to be one of those things where the tower has stood for 50 years, and on the 50th year and the first day that you showed up, that shit's going to fall.
No, this has been the
Like-
status quo for a while.
It's like just the most inconvenient timing for everybody.
Although
I say we deal with
I
this here and now.
yeah, I
We
think we
cannot
deal
pure-
with the source and then back clean up.
We can't purify any water tonight.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Sand everywhere.
That means I should get a combat screen ready, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
Uh-huh.
I'm so
Awesome.
excited.
it's a weird.
I got a
setting
new
'cause
toy.
I'm still at work. Oh, freezing. Because I'm still at work and I'm just like sitting in the back of my car. Because I was like, I don't know where to go
In the
to. Like,
back of your car?
well, like I just have the trunk open, like in the parking lot, just.
Oh,
chilling.
okay.
But I was just
I
like,
feel like it would be super weird to be like in the back seat of your own car while there's nobody in the driver's
just
seat.
like one step behind.
That
it.
would be really strange.
Well, because like we have like balconies and patios and stuff like on campus, but I also didn't want to like be sitting there like talking in my gonk voice, and someone comes rolling up and is like, "Hey, Mister, I need you
Yep.
to I have a question for you about this process, and I'm like, better if I'm harder to find temporarily.
You look up at Gonk Punch. Hi.
Go, hey, do you need me to sign something? But so I should be able to be a regular now again.
Nice.
Now that I've trained enough people to be able to step out of lab for an hour to an hour and a half at a time. So I'm pretty
Cool.
stoked. It
Yeah.
just took a hot minute to get everything organized.
Yeah, we missed
Yeah,
you.
that's dope.
I know. I was sitting there. My girlfriend came to visit. And she's like, what do you do? I was like, well, I miss my friends because everyone's on normal time zones, and I'm on my weird, not making sense time frame. So I'm like, getting back to it. But I'm her.
You want to come play Gen Con with us?
When are you doing that?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Like back to back, like this week I can't. So if it's this week, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
this week is Gen Con.
Damn.
But I'm still running
No,
the
I'm-
regular games as well. So like,
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'll
told
be there for the
Cindy.
regular games.
I
Yeah.
told Cindy that she's just not going to see me this weekend because if she wants to see me, she's going to have to go on Twitch because between the Magic tournament and
Gen Con.
Gen
stuff.
Con and you guys, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna. I live in my office anyway, so.
How is that working on Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Like, do you have random people that are gonna? Are you using like our crew or like?
No,
do
they
you
buy
sign up?
tickets. So far, I've had 3 people for each game. They bought tickets.
Wow.
$2 per ticket,
That's a good number.
and then 3 people per game. Then they bought
Yeah.
tickets, and the tickets are just going. It's like the base
Right.
fee or something like that just to get in.
Is it
Because
just-
the company
is it like
that's running it, Adventures a Week, adventuresaweek.com. They have this big, thick, fucking. It's literally 52 adventures
Right.
that they're running. They say they're 4 hours, but I've looked at them and like,
You can steam through them.
yeah, like.
Yeah.
Like our folks could steam through them because it's not combat heavy. It's kind of intelligent heavy, but there are opportunities for combat. So that's why I'm like, I want to.
Is it Adventurers League stuff? Like, is it AL stuff, or is it just like, hey, here's your pre-generated characters, or like?
It is pre-generated characters.
Got it. That makes sense.
I think the idea behind it is to get people to play a couple adventures from the book to get them to want to buy the book, which makes sense to me.
That makes perfect sense.
Because honestly, I'm doing it and streaming it to get people to come watch us and like maybe even like hang out and do other stuff. So yeah, I get it. I see.
Can I have
Roll
y'all
initiative.
roll initiative, please?
Yeah, I spy with my little eye an initiative tracker.
Someone do this for me. God damn it!
I got Gonk.
I wonder if I do. I need to get like a not like a. Like a
Do you have
tablet or
control of
something.
Gonk's sheet?
Yeah.
I think Jane.
Awesome.
Okay. Someone does. Good.
I have the
Yeah.
lavage to take care of, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 demons. So this will be fun.
So what you could do, Drew, is because none of the tablets are really good for Roll20 except for maybe like one of the Windows tablets. But if
Right.
you want to save some cash, just you bring a laptop and use your phone as a hotspot.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is I was trying to like I have a Chromebook that would be
Yeah, that'll work.
fine. So that I have to. I'm on like my family plan from forever ago, and there's 8 gigabytes of shared data between everybody. So I was sitting here just like, yeah, that's not going to cut it collectively. You know, there's 6 of us sharing 8 gigs, so I gotta switch to my own plan, which is money, but oh well. And then I can at least have just unlimited and not worry about running a hotspot from my phone.
Yeah.
You know, because then I can I have a Chromebook I can bring and use my phone as a hotspot, like you said, which is my plan.
Yeah.
But it's just a bummer. I was hoping that like Discord is like Snapchat and Discord are blocked in the company Wi-Fi and Roll20, but Instagram and Reddit aren't. And I'm like, we have some really finicky IT dudes. Like, Like,
Yeah.
I was just
Obviously,
kinda like,
they want Reddit.
yeah. I was
Well,
like,
no,
yeah,
they want
Reddit.
Instagram to look at chicks,
Yeah.
and they
And
want
then
Reddit
do
to
it
just
stuff.
like dick around.
Well, it's
Guys, I-
disgusting. Like,
Yeah,
It's,
well, they're
it's
IT
just annoying
guys.
because I was like, well, it was annoying because I was like, why are we blocking Discord? I was like, because I can see your guys' messages, but I can't answer while I'm on Wi-Fi. It's the most frustrating thing. I'm like, God damn it! Like,
Nice.
jeez.
All right, so
and there's no service bowels of the basement deep, so you know it is what it is. But we'll figure it out. This should be an easy solution.
now have these things seen us yet?
That's what I'm now rolling for. That one sure hasn't.
I wasn't trying to be stealthy, so I'm not gonna roll stealth.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be stealthy, but like if we can get the jump on them, I'd like to try.
What is your dexterity, Sharon? Basically,
Oh.
what is your passive stealth? Like, what is your stealth bonus?
9
So
is my
minus
path
1.
of stealth. Why?
You have +9 to stealth.
No. My passive wisdom. Oh, my passive stealth.
Like, what is your stealth bonus? -1.
1 plus 1.
+1. Okay, so your passive stealth is 11.
Great. Let's go with that.
So
Gonk is 11. I'm a 0.
that little dude's on the other side of the tower. This one, however, does see you. So you see the big thing turn around, lumbering its horrible half face. Well, it's a full face. It's too many faces, really, towards you. And it sees you, and it begins to lumber forward. But first it teleports.
By the 9 hells, that's an ugly bastard. Don't forget about your auras.
You see there's a sort of like an electrical impulse just seems to strike it, and it is suddenly over here.
Excellent. Now you're closer for me to hit.
That is his full turn. This guy doesn't see shit on the other side of the tower. Saren, you are up. This thing just came at you. This is going to be an easy combat.
Hopefully. I'm gonna go ahead and step
You're
right
getting
between...
them one at a time, and this is yeah.
Woohoo! Is he undead? What is he?
You make an Arcana check with advantage.
This is like a Power Rangers fight. They're coming at us one at a time.
This is a demon.
Okay, I feel like
It
I
was,
would have
it
done
was
religion.
It was humanoid. Yes, religion. It should have been, but I'll give you that.
24. Okay, 24.
Yes,
25
it
now.
is. It is a.
All right,
It was once humanoids. Now it's a demon. It's a fiend.
got it. All right, so you know my aura, good sir.
Yep.
I'm gonna look him right in his face. How tall is he? He's pretty tall, right?
8 feet or so.
I look up at him. I'm going to look up at him with a pair of balls that I may or may not have, and in Abyssal, I'm gonna say, "What's your mission?"
Okay.
That's balls.
Is that it for your turn?
For my free action.
Okay.
Can you reply?
And for your turn?
Fine. I'm going to summon my pack weapon,
Sure.
the Holy Fucking Avenger.
Not just the
I'm
Holy
going to-
Avenger, the Holy
I'm gonna
fucking
dodge.
Avenger.
I'm curious about him. I'm gonna dodge.
This one is not yet a holy fucking Avenger, but it is close to becoming one.
It's a holy baby Avenger.
It's a holy middle-aged Avenger.
It's a
No, it's a holy young adult Avenger.
or like a holy Avenger Junior.
It hasn't quite come into its full fucking power yet, is what I'm getting at.
Nice.
Currently avenges, but it does not yet fuck.
All right, my
It
action
avenges,
is
but it hasn't hit puberty yet.
bonus action. And
Oh, it's
shield
hit
of faith.
puberty. It's just not ready yet.
You got
It's
it,
like
okay.
12.
Okay.
Like the boys haven't
You
descended
have
quite.
AC more now because of your faith.
And I'm dodging as my action.
Okay. Now the pattern screamer goes. I
Oh,
love that.
fuck me.
What's the pattern screamer's movement? It's so. Oh, it's fucking 20 feet. Lame. Shut up, Drew.
How horrific is this pattern screamer thing?
fucking horrible.
Do you want the full description? Because it's a lot.
No, I don't need the whole description.
No, I mean, well, now I have to give it to you.
Oh, Jesus.
No, Mike. No
No,
more
please,
information.
no.
It resembles 3 humanoid cyborgs all fused together, their bodies pressed into a triangle with each facing 120 degrees away from the other two. Their arms and legs are twisted and braided into those of one another, so they don't really have human limbs remaining. Just 3 melded torsos and sets of shoulders with 3 screaming human heads, 2 male and 1 female, all facing away from each other but writhing as they wail endlessly. Their heads are bald, their skin gray, and their eyes and much of their brain cases replaced with cybernetics. The brains can be seen through transparent windows in their crania, and their brains are swollen with purplish red veins that pulse with the fetid power of the abyss.
Fuck. Okay.
That's only the first paragraph. I'm not even.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Mike. Okay.
Sounds like we should hit the glass casing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Press hit here for weak spot.
What's the range?
Man, I'm gonna
range.
make this into a whole event on Monday and Wednesdays. I'm gonna get like a lawn chair and like a little
Nice.
George Foreman, like
Oh,
kick
yeah.
in the back of the parking
Because it's
lot.
still like 6 there or some shit.
Yeah, it's like bright and sunny still.
I got something for that
Yellow
bunkie as soon as he gets
Miles,
within
actually.
another 40
That's
feet of me.
Sarah. So all 3 of you, can you please roll d6s for me?
D6.
2.
6.
Okay. Miles, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. Saren, a strength saving throw.
Oh, you said a
Gone.
save,
Also a
right?
wisdom saving throw. Yes.
God damn it! I rolled shit.
I'll take the 24.
And did you roll a d6 for Gonk?
Yeah, let me roll. Oh, let me roll the d6 for Gonk. So Gonk
Okay.
got a 4.
I need a dexterity saving throw from Gonk.
Ooh, I'm good
Easy
at that.
peasy. He
Not
also
good
no,
enough?
no, he gets the +5. It isn't factored in, so
Oh,
he got a
yeah.
19.
Don't I have like a plus 11 to that shit?
Fucking
Plus
you
12,
have
actually.
Plus 12, but you rolled a 2.
Damn.
Goddamn paladins. Okay, so the pattern screamer assaults you with cybernetic psionic attacks that affect your mind and body over channels that you didn't know you were vulnerable to. It's just emitting energy on wavelengths that makes your skin squirm and boil, and your mind fizz and static like a TV screen going bonkers. Saren, you are restrained by telekinetic force, but Miles, you shake off the terror that was about to paralyze you, and Gonk, you evade sludgy magics coalescing around your limbs that were trying to slow you down. That is its turn. Now this guy goes. What can he do? He wants to get closer. Why can't I move him? There we go. He will do so. As will this one. Miles, what's up?
Oh,
Demons have seen you, and they are now coming at you real fast.
that's great. So, I need a ruling. I want to go tearing after this sumbitch, but this little guy's in the way. I know I'm probably gonna take an attack of opportunity, but my attempt is to kind of do an end around with him. Oh shit! I keep moving the map. Kind of like
That's
that.
the map on the token layer? That should not be.
No, moving the map like I was right clicking and moving the map in my screen. So the idea being like to head this way and then, nope, cut that way.
Sure.
So I'm not
And-
directly engaging him, but I
Are you-
realize that I am opening myself up the next turn. For
Are
him.
you trying to get to the pattern screamer?
I'm trying to get within range of the powder screamer. Yes, I am.
Pattern screamer is 30 feet in the air, I should mention.
That's fine. Oh,
Okay,
I'm
thank
sorry.
you.
It's 30 feet in the air?
Yes.
Oh well, I'm still on.
It's
I'm
flying.
still on the hobby horse, so I'm just gonna get up to his level and come at it.
What an absolutely ridiculous mental image.
So 30 feet of movement to go up, and then 20 feet over, because your hobby horse has 50-foot speed. That would be your movement. You get to
Okay.
there, and then
How far away am I now?
you could
Fuck.
get to there. Wait, there.
That's
Or
where I want to
there.
be. That's where I want to be.
You'll have to dash, but you could get to there.
All right, I'll dash, and I know it's gonna hurt, but it's bonus act. Oh no, I used my bonus action to dash. Never mind.
No, you didn't.
Oh well, in that case, bonus action, shield of faith.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably.
Milivage goes now. He's gonna look at the big thing right in front of you, Saren, and say, "Well, this has worked before. Let's hope it does again." As he throws out Hold Monster on that thing with Chains of Carcery. The thing gets a save, and it fails. Now it's paralyzed. Milivage likes that, and he goes 5, 10, 20. Goes, it's paralyzed. Do your thing.
I'm
This
stuck.
thing. Oh shit! You're restrained, aren't you? Milivage completely fucking forgot about that. Sorry. This thing comes at you, Miles.
Bring it.
Can it even attack without? No, it had to dash. Yeah. Okay. Now this guy goes. He knows what's happening because he's heard telepathically via the pattern screamer, because that's one of the things the pattern screamer does. So he teleports. Bang! And then he moves up to there. This guy also. Nope. Nope. Bit. This guy also. Now it's this guy's turn, but he's paralyzed. So that sucks for him. He does get a save at the end of his turn. And he fails again. Now it's this guy. God, there's so many demons.
Miles hits his comms unit and is like, guys, this is about to get ugly.
Saren, you are restrained.
However, I'm not incapacitated, so I can still
Correct.
dodge. Boom!
Is that what you want to do?
Oh, well, is he about to hit me?
It's your
it's my turn. Oh, yeah.
So you can attack with disadvantage.
Which would be a straight roll or just a disadvantage?
But the Scion is paralyzed, so it would be a straight roll. And if you hit, it's an auto crit.
So, question.
I will tell you right now, Miles, because of the nature of these things, one of the things that Saren would know with her religion check, they are twisted into demons, but they are originally Rone cyborgs who are native to this plane. So if you banish them, it will only be for a minute.
This
These
guy,
ones in particular, because these are seekers.
These guys
Pattern
didn't even.
seekers.
You didn't even say anything to me, stupid guy. All right, I guess his lips are held now. Okay, so how do I break out of this? Is my question. If I wanted to get rid of this.
It's the effect is telekinesis. So
Strength.
it's yeah.
Okay.
Because of the way the pattern screamer's stab block works, you're just restrained until it's the start of its next turn or until the screamer is incapacitated.
Okay, well then I will knife this guy with a crit. Shall we?
Go for it.
Yep.
Alright, here is my attack.
That will be a crit.
Here is my damage. What do I need to roll for that crap again? What is it?
Roll another
D8, right?
D2D8.
And then I'm rolling with
And then another
this.
4d10. So I just the 2d10 again. Okay. So that is, let's see, 15, 21, 22,
Bullshit
30,
damage.
39, 44, 53, 62 damage, she says, and it's bullshit.
You know, I can definitely do over 70
I've seen it.
on my average roll. No, alright, that's my bonus
Struggle
action.
to get your against the telekinetic force of the pattern that's constricting your movements, but you still thrust it right into the paralyzed scion, and you thrust it between the seam of two of its crafted bodies, and it goes.
Yeah.
You have another
What
attack, I believe.
is your mission? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That will miss.
Oh yeah, I messed up. Damn. My God, look at that.
17.
Oh my God.
That is the end of your turn, I believe, unless
Yes,
you
it
bonus
is.
action. Okay.
No, I am out of stuff.
Now the pattern screamer is up. It does not like you being so close to it, Miles, so it'll back off a bit. And then it's gonna pattern assault the shit out of you. So why don't you roll 3d6 for me?
Good luck.
Hang on, I gotta get out 2 more d6 because I'm being
Stubborn.
You could just roll the same one 3 times.
No, that doesn't work.
I got 4, 4, and 5.
Alright, I need you to roll 2 dexterity saving throws and a constitution saving throw.
Awesome. Dex 1 is a 21. 22, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I can't math. Dex 2 is a
You're-
nat
you have a
20 for a
minor.
30. And then con save, you said?
Yes.
18.
You are still fine. So all sorts of psionic nonsense passes over your body, and you can feel your skin trying to respond in all sorts of unhealthy ways, but you just weather the storm. This is nothing to you. You faced demons bigger than this thing before.
Miles spits and looks it right in the
Secret
eye.
drone that you flew over looks back at you and is like, well, it was offended in Abyssal that you didn't turn to attack it. So it kind of stretches its back out a bit, and horrid little insect wings seem to just sprout and unfold wetly
Oh,
as
shit.
it buzzes into the air up to you.
I didn't roll initiative for Gonk.
Oh, I wonder.
That would be a good thing to do. Yeah. Do that.
There were so many things that getting listed. I was just like, oh, I'll probably be up eventually.
He could go right before me, because that's my...
The round has actually rolled over once already, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he rolled a 13.1, so why doesn't he just go after this thing?
Sure.
Or 13.2.
This thing, what's it doing? It's attacking you.
Bring it. Actually, don't bring it. It probably hurt.
That's a 16.
Oh, that won't
and a
hit.
25.
That will hit.
9 slashing damage.
Ow.
That's its turn. Gonk, now you go.
Cool. How far away am I from the nearest? Thing?
You are 40 feet.
There
40
you go.
feet. Because I think my movement is 45, so I would
30.
probably
You
just
could
close.
get up. You could definitely get
Yeah.
up to that paralyzed scion.
Yeah, I would just close the distance and then attack twice with the staff.
Hang on, sorry, I
Are
just
you sure?
screwed up.
Am I? Oh, it's paralyzed, right? Paralyzed is different than.
Are you sure that's what you want to do first?
I don't know what's on the map right now. I can't see it.
I would like to rage.
Oh, you asking me if I want to? If you're asking me if I want to? Oh, yeah, I was getting there. It's a bonus. Well, I was
Do
gonna
you
say,
want to rage first?
Yeah. Let's do that. It's been
Because
a hot
you've
minute.
been forgetting the
'cause I
entire
always-
campaign.
Yeah, let's do that first. Let's get that bonus action out.
One day I'm going to
Gonk
play a
Crispy way.
barbarian just so I can rage like all the fucking time.
I
you know,
have been playing a campaign, and recently I got to level 15, so now I have persistent rage, and I never turn off rage. It's so
it's
much
just
fun.
one of those things where you forget that it's a bonus action, so you just kind of assume that you do it.
All
You
the
know,
time.
like-
Excuse you. If you're a devoted barbarian like me, you never forget that it's a bonus action.
Well, I've got weird ass barbarian monk hybrid, so it's like half my shit is bonus actions.
Well,
Grog
now
would be
you can
very
punch the
disappointed in you.
shit out
That's
of
fine.
this paralyzed scion.
Oh, he's
Different- yeah,
absolutely
so-
gonna punch the shit
Yeah.
out of that.
Do it with the staff, and then if it lands, if either of them land, I'll burn 3 charges from the staff.
It's very
Okay.
unlikely not to land.
So staff is striking.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage. 30
17.
will hit.
That crits, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's roll that damage. That's 13
then-
bludgeoning.
I
And
had
then-
advantage that I got a 30 my last attack.
You had disadvantage because you were restrained, so it
You're
cancels
right.
out.
And in addition, the it's 1d6 per charge, so it's 3d6. If it's a crit, it's going to be 6d6.
So go ahead and roll 66 plus 1d8.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's roll the 1d8 first.
Where's the 1d8 coming from?
That's
Uh,
your weapon crit.
So it's 17 bludgeoning, and then I
17
roll
bludgeoning,
10d6.
66.
6d6. Let's
Pump the brakes there, buddy.
yeah.
17 bludgeoning. Why do you always, every single time?
You know what? I was doing good. That would be a
17
20.
bludgeoning and 20 force. 37 total to this.
Excellent. And that. So did I only hit with one attack, or do I still have my second
That,
attack?
was
yeah, that
one
was your
attack.
first attack.
Okay, swing again, and same thing. If it hits, we'll burn another. Actually, we won't burn any more charges. We'll hold on them because I don't know if there's a big bad that I'm gonna need to beat up on with more health.
Yeah,
Alright.
you will.
Yeah.
So that 33 is going to hit.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Go ahead and
For
roll another d8 for the crit.
so
that's right.
14 bludgeoning.
14 damage, yep.
Savage criticals. I always, I gotta remember these things.
Oh, yeah, you have savage criticals.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
and another 23.
What is your... Is it,
It's
you
a-
don't have brutal critical, right?
Um,
Just savage? You
I
don't,
have to. I just
don't
have.
have the-
I think it's just a half orc innate. one.
yeah, so go ahead and roll another 2d8.
Yeah, for the staff.
Jesus.
Are you
But I-
force charging it again? You rolled 66 again. I thought Drew said he was going to save that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah. So only this, and I gotta get my Chromebook out here. Yeah, only use the 3 charges on the first attack, and then I have the savage criticals.
Yeah.
So that's an extra 2d8. Okay. Cool.
There you go.
Wow. Good.
That guy is badly hurt. He's bloodied.
Nice
You've
round.
cut off numerous... Well, you've punched off a bunch of chunks of him.
And then bonus action rage.
Right,
I-
you raged off
I've-
at the beginning of
I've,
your turn.
I've said it. So it's there.
Oh my
We've
God.
we've done it.
That damage didn't include your rage damage. That's funny.
I think it's like
need
2
to
though.
add another...
4.
Oh,
4.
okay. It's only 2 at low
It's
level.
only 2.
So
Yeah.
another 4 damage. Okay.
Because it's only. I think I'm only
It
barbarian
counts.
3.
It counts.
Yep. There we go.
Now this demon. Where is this demon even on this map?
He's over here. This guy.
That demon. He will fly up to the librarian and say, "Excuse you, sir. You are not allowed." Except he's roaring an abyssal and he misses with both attacks. So Milavage just kind of is like, "Yes, I am."
I have this mental picture that, like, the brain gremlin from Gremlins 2, like, with the manners and everything, was like, "Excuse me, sir. You cannot be here." But it, like, screamed it in abyssal, so it's like...
That seeker drone that just came at Milavage was formerly their doorman, so he's still polite even in his twisted rage.
Are you
I
fucking
dig it.
with me?
Absolutely not. I am dead serious. Miles, it's your turn.
Alright. Is
The
Twat
Tavern
Puffle here
Screamer is
gonna,
far away from you, but now there's 2 seeker drones on either side. Well, this one is 30 feet below you. This one is at your level.
Alright, well... he's not my end goal. So I will take the attack of an opportunity, and then I'm headed straight for the pattern screamer.
Okay. The opportunity attack is a 20.
That will miss.
Dang.
Fly at the pattern screamer.
Oh, hells yeah. And I am going to... bonus action, cast Banishing Smite. And then roll to hit. With the Scimitar of Speed for
That
a
will
25. So that does 7 slashing and then another 17.
So 24.
That was weak sauce. I said Banishing Smite, right? Yeah. That was fucking weak sauce. That's my only spell that I can cast right now, so I'm going to swing 2 more times. 14.
That will miss.
And 27.
And that will hit.
For 11 slashing.
11 slashing. Okay. That's your turn.
And then I'm going to wink at it and blow a kiss.
At the pattern screamer?
Yes.
Okay. Milovaj is up now. Sees that Saren and Gonk are dealing with that thing fine. Turns to the dude in front of him and says, "You know what? Booming pen."
Does he say this in Abyssal, by the way?
He says this in common.
Okay.
Poor Miles is like, why is everybody speaking Abyssal but me?
Milovaj is not speaking Abyssal. The Seeker drone does not care about thunder damage, so it takes full damage from that, which is quite a lot.
Ooh.
And yeah, that's Milivaj's turn. Although it will use its reaction to viciously reprise and bite him for 20, which is his AC, I think. I'm not even going to look because I don't care that much. Milovaj gets minimum damage on the bite, but max on the cold for 4 something and 6 cold, 10 total, but he has 10 hit points. Does his spin bomb.
Yeah, I was going to say, at what point does he just kind of brush that off? Well, we got 15 from Milovaj when we started.
But nobody's really hurt yet. Okay. Seeker Sign is up.
I heard 11 for some reason. I heard 15. Right.
And this thing wants to. I want to use these things so badly. Can it do anything?
You got other demons to play with.
Here's an idea. This one will teleport again. And this time it appears right behind Milovaj, and one huge deformed arm with bloated, swollen fingers crawling with demonic maggots reaches out to try and slam him from behind.
Uh-oh.
And misses.
Concentration checks, by the way, for your other thingy-majiggy.
What?
Concentration check for Milovaj's hold person.
Yeah, does he have to when it only damages 10 HP? Yeah, I guess it should still.
I mean, I like your other call better, quite frankly.
He'll be fine. Yeah, see, he's fine.
I love how I insisted on buying the DMG, and I have yet to open it.
That was that thing's turn. This thing is up now. Buzz is up to you. That's a 15 to hit.
That's a big ol' miss.
A 25.
Yep, that one will hit me.
For 6 slashing damage. These guys are very
Owie. Hang on, let me do my con save. Oh wait, no, I don't have. Oh, no, I don't need to. I don't have a. Oh yes, I do. Yeah, hang on. Let me do my con save. Yeah, I'm fine. Nat 20.
This seeker drone flew up and got a crit with its blade hand on Milibaj, so that's something.
Oh, it will die.
15 damage on the first one, and then the claw missed. So Milibaj will take. That's exactly how much temp HP he has. He keeps concentration on hold monster. And then it's the paralyzed Scion's turn, and it cries because it's still paralyzed. And then it tries to unparalyze itself so hard. So hard. Succeeds with a nat 20.
Hey!
But that's the end of its turn. This dude is missing so much action. So is this dude. Saren. I mean, Gonk. Sorry, Saren's next after Gonk.
Is the Scion in front of me still up?
Yes, he is.
It is.
As beat his ass.
Punchy, punchy.
Yeah.
Are we gonna punchy or staffy
Well,
staffy?
more of a
Or
more of a
staffy,
thwack.
staffy.
More of a
Strikey,
thwack,
strikey.
thwack. Yeah.
That will hit
that's
with
a
a crit.
30 to hit.
You didn't even need the crit, but you got it anyway.
Just really
For
felt
24 damage.
Wait, that guy didn't paralyze anymore, is he?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so no crit.
No
It
crit.
was just a 30. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I got
no,
excited.
Just a
just a
30.
30.
15 damage.
Just 30.
15 damage.
Just a 30.
Yeah.
You want to pump 3 more key points into the staff?
Nah.
Or? No? Okay.
No, well, it's not key points. It's charges in the staff itself, and if it goes down to 0, it becomes a normal staff.
Oh, I forgot to
Try-
turn on the rage
yeah.
damage.
I try to keep it at 1, or at least keep 1 charge. So I think I have 6 in there. So I should have 7 in there right now because I burned 3. But then
With rage plus 2.
rage is plus 2, and then I'll use.
I have you as having 13 key points.
Okay. Well, just the
And,
staff charges. Staff charges don't come from the key points. They come from the staff itself. But I will burn a key point and do flurry of blows. So do 2 unarmed attacks if it's still alive.
All right.
And you have another attack from your attack action too.
Yeah. So let's.
Yeah, I wanna try to unarm it to death so I can save the staff for something else if it lives.
Just
or
a
if I kill
regular
I mean, you
staff
can
and
hit
striking
with the
attack.
staff without expending charges.
Yeah.
Oh no, for sure. Like, so I want to do a staff attack, which we did, and then I want to hit him with my flurry of blows, and then once it dies, assuming that I can use the more damaging staff on something that has more health. You know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
do
second
unarmed
staff
attack.
of striking doesn't hit. I'm going to use or I mean,
That's
it,
fine.
Well,
we're not going to
he's
use it.
not
We're going to
doing
use the
staff of striking again. So
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So unarmed strike is a
25 will hit.
Cool.
For
13 damage. Yeah.
And then another unarmed.
Third attack, unarmed strike for
That
17.
will hit.
It's still, all right, so it's still up.
And it's still up for 14
It's
damage.
Still up. Yep.
Then I
Flurry of
guess
blows.
then the staff does, because that was flurry of blows. So the staff
yeah.
missed. So that's it. So
You,
okay.
no, you
well,
can use the other staff attack that you rolled earlier if you want, and it hit
Okay.
with a 24.
Sure, yeah. Okay, then if it hit with hit him with the bonk him in the head with the staff for the
Another
last
17
attack,
damage.
and then
Yep.
we'll give it a day.
17.
It is still up, although it's very falling apart. An entire
Jeez.
corpse has
How-
ungrafted off the back and is flopping about like a
This
horrid
is
disease.
very annoying.
How close is it to host?
It is. It's still in the double digits, so it's
Okay.
not. It's
Okay.
it's another attack within of hosed.
I gotta turn in documents, so I'll still be able to hear you guys, but you may not hear me talk for a little bit. I'll pop
Okay.
outside when if something relevant happens to me.
Okay.
Cool, but I can still hear you guys just fine.
Saren, you are up. You can probably put this thing out of your misery.
Yep. Alright, here we go. Holy Avenger. 29
That
to hit.
will hit so hard.
I just gonna do like an upstroke, just slice him right in the chest diagonally.
Sure.
Or an 11.
That's
11.
well, it's 19 plus 2d10. This will probably kill it.
Wait, why?
because it's a demon.
Oh, right. I'm so sorry. I thought you were acting like it was a crit and I got
Yeah.
confused.
How do you want to kill
It's
it?
it's that
Just
evil
like I
thing.
said, I kind of go just up like this and right through his
You
chest.
bisect it upways, and
Yeah.
like it's a horrid mess as it falls apart and spills everywhere. But
Gross.
you sense that there is, with your otherworldly senses, you can almost feel like there's like a puff of, almost like a decompressing wave, as if a spirit that has long been trapped in suffering has finally achieved release.
Cool.
Now the pattern screamer is
Well,
up.
now it's
Oh
my
wait,
turn.
you
Oh my
still have.
god.
Sorry, yes, go ahead. You
Yes,
have another
so
attack,
I'm
and you're
going
moving a bonus
to.
action.
I'm gonna move towards Milavage, and I'm gonna say, "You need to leave. Get away from me." And she's going to attack that guy there.
Okay. Why? He looks at you and says, "Why do I need to get away from you?"
They're gonna hit you harder here. Trust me. And then that'll hit. So.
Yeah.
Uh,
So 17
Watchdog.
plus 14. Holy shit.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
These guys are
One second, I'm gonna mute.
Who's
I'm gonna
here
do
right
some
now
muting.
out of the crew? Yeah.
Drew, we can still hear
Oh.
you. But I
It's
don't
okay.
Good
I
girl.
still muted him. He can unmute himself when he. Okay, so I did
where
that.
you
Did
guys
that.
at with the selection?
My turn.
Okay. Cool.
That's it for you, Sharon.
Come on. Come closer. I want you to. Miles looks back, kind of does one of these.
Eyelashes. Alright. I'm gonna pee real fast.
Drew's a robot right now. So this will be at Gonk.
Alrighty.
An 11 to hit and a 15, so those both miss.
Oh yeah, big
This
time.
guy, still going at Milavage. 21 to hit will hit, and 13 will miss.
And that
we
hit
go.
gives him extra.
Yep.
Alright, I'm so sorry.
Deals 10 damage instead of 5. Miles, you are up.
Cool. That's Gonk. This is Miles. Cool. He's going to reach into his bag, pull out a pinch of sulfur. Flame strike.
Where?
Oh, that's weak.
Where are you
Only
flame
32 or 22, sorry. But he gets a deck save.
Where are you flame striking?
The pattern screamer.
I mean,
You know that's a 30-foot radius, right?
the document is available.
Hang on.
Muting Drew because he's robot buzzing.
10-foot radius, 40-foot high.
It's a 10. Flame strike's only a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, target 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point
Oh.
within range.
So,
I get a fireball.
are you centering it away from yourself so you don't get burninated by your own holy fire, or not?
I am not Trogdor, so I will not be burninating myself.
Okay. The pattern screamer does get a save. Oh my god. You would not believe what just happened.
Nat 20.
Oh, but it's fine. No, I accidentally clicked a link on my DM screen and it took me to a web page that was not appropriate for this situation.
Nice.
You immediately know. What's the save for Flame Strike? It's Dex.
DC 19 deck save.
He got a 20. Just barely
Nice.
makes it. So
He takes
11 damage.
Yep.
Does this guy care about any of that? He's not a resistant, so yeah. Okay. You're a young, healthy male, bro. What? context is that for?
Porn.
Porn? It wasn't like this amazing, like, I know you so well.
I was like, I didn't make the connection between that and that sentence. So I was like, what is the context for that sentence? Now Milovaz is up. Okay, let's see.
That's me talking to Milovage.
He's gonna cast Hold Monster on that Scion right behind him, because no thank you.
No fucking thank you.
However, the Scion succeeds with a 22 in its Wisdom saving throw, so Milovage says, fuck. And then, he can't do anything else. So that's his turn. He's not gonna move, because he's gonna get a bunch of op attacks if he does. Now the Scion is up.
Shit. Damn.
Finally, it can do stuff. Yay. Okay, so its one arm is this horrible misshapen hand, and its other arm is like a bloated, massive arm with like an additional human leg or two grafted onto it. And that one, it just swings in a big overhead slam down at you, Saren. With a massive arm attack for a 24. You take 35 points of bludgeoning damage. That's including your aura bonus, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
35. Okay. And Constitution save. This for my concentration?
Nope, this is because the arm hits you so hard that if you fail to save, you'll be stunned.
Constitution. Here we go.
Come on.
I had, I'm so sorry, I had Gong sheet up, and I'm like, these don't look like my stats at all. I wish I did have this Constitution, because...
You are stunned. Which means the next attack, which is an electrified touch, is going to be an advantage. And it's a 27 to hit for 34 lightning damage. Actually, 39 because of your aura.
Okay, hold on. Alright, give me that number again.
39.
More bludgeoning.
Lightning this time.
Lightning, okay.
And you're stunned.
Owie.
These concentration checks are gonna suck.
Until the end of the Scion's next turn. That will, I believe, you'll lose Shield of Faith. Because the first damage was 34.
Yeah.
35 actually. Well, that's the end of that guy's turn. Sorry. Now it's this guy. Hey, Miles. Want to see some more attacks miss you?
Yes. Yes, I
that
would.
was actually 19. I think that still misses you. Though,
Yeah, it
right?
does.
And a 20?
Nope.
Does a 20 hit?
No dice.
Okay, there were some attacks missing you. Now it's this Seeker drone. He sees that you're stunned, Saren, so he's going to dart around here. He will provoke from Milovage, who will try to booming pan behind him. Does that hit this thing? It does. Which also means that he will take the extra damage because he moved. So that will be 55 damage to this thing. You wish you hadn't done that, I said to myself, as I damaged myself in a fictional game. But now, he gets advantage on attacks against the stunned paladin. And we like that.
I think
it's an 11 and a
that's
21.
No. Yes.
Oh,
no.
sweet.
Yeah, the 21 does. They don't have
Okay.
Shield of Faith anymore.
12 damage. Actually, 17. That Scion is dead. This drone is up.
I think you're gonna have 58 hit points left if I did my math right.
He's finally going to get a turn. Got you again. That's a 20 to hit. And a 25.
Yep.
For 13 slashing damage. Actually, 18 max on that one. Now this one gets up to Milovage. hits him with a 20 and a 20 for a total of 11 damage to Milivage, which is not that much. Wow, he got off lucky. He will heal you soon, though, so don't worry. He is Healy Boy. Gonk! Is Gonk... Gonk is still server muted. Whoops.
That's okay.
How about now?
Did you
Am I?
want-
Hello! You are speaking to us once more.
Yeah. Got it.
Crap. Let me
There
on.
is
Let's
another
see.
scion within walking distance of you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I think
True,
that's
are you
probably.
here? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably the move. Then just go to that one.
Oh, I have advantage on saving throws against fiends.
Okay, good to know.
Thanks to Holy
And then
Nimbus.
You gotta add that to your aura.
You have to activate that as an action, and it only lasts for a minute.
Oh, for the duration you have advantage. Never mind.
However, aren't you constantly under the effects of protection from evil and good?
Yep.
Or something? So, you have to pick what creature type that protects you against. But knowing you would have been facing demons, you could have picked fiends.
I am picking fiends.
I will try to remember that, because I think that gives me disadvantage attacking you with my demons.
Yes, I forgot about it. So
Protection from evil and good. Until the spell ends, one really creature touch is protected against creatures of certain type. Disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. Can't be charmed or frightened or possessed. Yeah, good spell.
good stuff.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Gonk is gonna hit some
Gonk
stuff.
attacks? He wants to hit that Yagdalon.
He absolutely is. He's going to hit it with the staff first.
Go for it. That will miss critically.
And then he's going to be so angry that he missed that he drops the staff and just punches the fucker and misses again.
And misses critically again.
And gets
Rough.
angrier
It's
and finally
rough.
hits.
He does not have a third attack, though.
Oh, he doesn't have third. No, I'm sorry. I only get that for scimitar
if
speed.
He hits and activates flurry of blows. Sorry. Poor Gonk. Saren, you're paralyzed.
Miss.
I'm really sorry. The pattern scream is up.
A no save?
Nope.
What can I just... Oh.
It hit you so hard that you're stunned until the end of its next turn. It's like a monk stunning strike.
Alright, cool.
Miles, can you roll 3d6 for me, please? As the pattern screamer prepares to rearrange your psyche in a way more suited to it.
What this thing doesn't know is the reason it's failing is because Miles is just too dumb. That's going to be a 3, a 6, and a 4.
Okay, I need an intelligence save. A dex save, and a strength save.
All right, intelligence, 16, dex,
just enough.
20, and
that's enough.
What's that? What's the last one?
Strength, which I'm sure you'll ace.
That's a 30.
Enough. So once more, all three of these horrid human heads welded onto the stinger, screaming into your mind and body, but you are just not even phased because of all of the shit you've been through. This is admittedly one of the more horrific things you've ever seen, but you can deal with it. You're a strong guy. You do your breathing techniques.
PTSD is a motherfucker.
Does not even give you PTSD anymore. Or maybe it does and you're just so inert. I don't know.
Just kind of get used to it.
This seeker drone is going to come up and take advantage of Saren being stunned for a little bit long.
I'm going to have to do something about this thing.
A miss and another miss. God, these things are shit. How about this one on the friggin' healer? Did the healer not get a turn? Where's Milivage in the... There, he's here. Okay.
Yeah, he's a couple down.
That's a critical 1 and a 10 on the healer. He misses some more. Miles.
Hang on, I'm trying to look up some. Oh, here it is. Improved Divine Smite. All your melee weapon strikes carry divine power. Oh. I guess I should turn that on. I haven't been doing that.
Yup.
Yeah.
That's like an
Very
extra
much so.
D8 that
Pro
I
tip
just
for
haven't
high
been
level
doing.
play. We're streaming, right?
Yeah.
Pro tip for high level play for everyone watching: know your class features.
No, yo, shit. Hang on, I
Honestly,
gotta turn on that global damage modifier.
biggest players at this level of play, your biggest enemy is yourself.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just saying the
Because
consequences of
monsters
my
don't
own
really
actions,
stand a chance if you
Yeah.
remember everything you can do.
i.e., me forgetting to rage for like 90% of our encounters.
Yep.
Exactly.
I
And
mean,
there's-
even that, you just kill them a bit slower.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
well, it's more. I mean, it's less about the damage output, more about just extending the longevity of the,
True.
because
With
it's
rage, you have
yeah.
something like 300 hit points or something.
yeah. It's not about damage. It's about dying less quickly.
Oh, I guess not. All right. I thought there was. Oh, wait, here it is.
For
Nice.
me,
I haven't used
Oh.
this the entire campaign, and out of respect for Saren, and I finally get to fucking use it. Turn the unholy, bitch.
Pretend your holy symbol, speak of each finger undead you can see, you must make a wisdom saving throw.
spoilers.
That's a 16.
Oh, that's a fail.
Okay, the pattern screamer is turned. I'm giving it a wrench symbol because that was the first one under my cursor.
It counts because you can turn things with a wrench. It's a beautiful analogy.
And you're
well
also
done.
throwing a wrench in the plans.
Yeah, see?
Bonus
big.
action, anything?
Big
This
brain
thing
damn.
should also be afraid too, right? The guy that keeps missing me?
Within 30 feet of you, yes, it also gets a save. That thing will probably fail. With a 7, it is indeed also turned.
Oh, it's about to get turned. Oh, sorry, that was awful. All right, then I'm going to take my full dash. Oh, I can't do dash, but I can do my full
You can
movement.
move, yeah. 50
So-
feet on your hobby horse.
Yep, so I'm going to disengage because they're running away from me and start flying over to help
Can't
out Sarah.
disengage.
Or not
Because
disengage,
you
but
used your action.
yeah,
but
I'm
they
using
will
my
not
action.
take opportunity attacks because they're turned.
Right. And I'm headed back to help Sarah.
Milovaj does not like what's happening to his paladin friend, so he's going to lay his hands on you if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Lay
His
your
action and
hands
bonus
on
action,
me.
he will do Cure Wounds and Healing Light. Boop. And you will heal for a total of, let's see,
Nice.
39 plus 16. So
Praise
55.
whatever god you worship.
he worships the celestial record keeper known as Sa. That's it for him. Now it's
Nice.
this fucker. He at the end of this turn is when you're no longer stunned, so he'll take
Okay.
advantage.
Go ahead.
And he will
Oh shit, I just
try
thought
to
of
massive
something.
arm you again.
Hey Drew, is Twitch
Fuck.
blocked on your Wi-Fi?
Oh, I don't know.
Electrified touch is a 21 to hit,
Yeah.
so another 28 lightning damage, and that's including your aura.
Because then you can see what's going on.
This drone.
That's a good idea. I should look into that.
Lee.
But then I still have to be at my desk. It's a weird thing where if I sit outside, the Wi-Fi is crap. And if I sit and I choose my hotspot data to use Discord to talk to you guys, but if I use Twitch to see things, then I need to be on Wi-Fi. I'll check anyways. I bet it's fine.
This Steeker drone tries to hit you, Saren, with a natural 1 and an 11, both miss. This one also tries with a 22
Yep.
and a 24. Hey,
Oof.
Yes.
that's at 14 total damage, a 10 and a 4. And now this guy, going after Milovaj, hits with a 25 and misses with a 19. damage on Milivage 4. Da, 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 da. Gonk.
Gonk hit thing. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Gonk has a Russian accent. Gonk hit
Max
thing.
Seeker
It's
style.
more of a snaky time. The punch time.
Yes.
Yes.
It's punch time.
Yeah, I mean, if there's something in front of me that's not dead, I prefer to hit
There
that.
is a Scion. That
Yeah.
will miss, however.
Okay.
That one will hit
That'll hit.
Nice.
for 8.
Actually, oh yeah, that works. 8 damage, okay.
And then we're going to do Flurry of Blows.
Yep.
Yes. Can I roll an insight check to see would this be a creature that might have would be considered wise, i.e., if I try to paralyzing strike this shit or stunning strike this shit, is it just gonna save because my save DC is ass? So
Not while you're in our.
You can roll
Lyra.
insight, yeah.
yeah, if someone could roll insight and see if it would be worth using. I'm going to
That's a
sizing
nat
this
1.
thing up. Oh, nice, yeah.
But you get a +4
Seems-
to your saves right now.
No, like there.
Insight is an ability check.
Like-
as far as you can tell, it looks like it's a dumb fuck. It's a
I'm not.
demon that was twisted from a cultist who worshipped digital sorcery and
Ow.
ended up linked to the abyss because of it. Can't
I'm
be
not
too
gonna-
smart.
I'm not going to use it just because I'm just concerned that it may not even. I don't even know if it hit the stun.
You were asking about your stunning strike, right?
Yeah, he didn't want to waste it.
No, your
I didn't wanna
save
waste
DC is wisdom based, but the save they have to make is Constitution.
Man, this is what I get for taking 3 weeks off. I don't know anything anymore.
Their
Yeah,
Constitution save is pretty hardy because they're
If-
demons who were once cyborgs.
we'll give it a whirl. Mike, if you wouldn't mind burning another key point, we'll try on if one of the unarmed attacks on the flurry of blows hits. Let's burn another key point. Try to stun this bitch.
All right.
The save was a 15.
So Flurry of Blows.
Please. So it's one key point.
That's a 17
That will hit.
for a 15.
15 damage.
And then
Then
DM Mike needs to make a con save.
Stunning Strike.
15.
Yeah, 15 DC 15. So if he makes 15 it's 6. So.
He just barely made it.
Damn it. Okay, well that's fine.
You punch the Scion and you chunk off some of his flesh. He didn't like it.
By Wednesday, I'll have a setup where I can see everything and click my own buttons.
Nice.
Saren.
Bust out the fun shit, shall we? The only weird thing about the shroud of necrotic shroud is, would it really frighten a demon?
You can make a religion check, but even with your passive check, you would know that most demons are, if not immune to fear,
Got it.
They are-
Okay.
they are at least resistant to.
Yeah, they're not gonna give a
Stuff
shit
like
about
that.
that.
The only thing scarier than
It's not impossible. Like you could do it, but it's
He's-
Yeah,
they're,
seems
must-
like no ways.
become
tough to
demon.
scare.
Demon Karen. Ask to see the demon's manager.
Oh my god. I am going to bonus action branding smite.
Okay.
At level 3.
Nice.
If it hits, it'll be that, which is kind of shitty. And let me go ahead and hit this guy with my weapon. Hopefully I'll hit him. Attack 1. 30.
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't mean to
That'll
do that.
hit.
For that and that.
So 18 plus 10 plus 12, so 40 damage. Nice.
Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, ignore the 8 because it's not a crit. Sorry. Plus 12, and then my second attack would be. Well, plus the. Oh, the 10. Okay, I got what you're saying. Now, my other attack. 16. I don't think that hits.
That'll miss.
That is my turn.
Okay. The Pattern Screamer's up. It's turned, so it is fleeing. Secret drone. It's gonna futilely having scratched at this paladin's armor for several turns now. It will turn and pounce on the barbarian next to it, probably futilely. That's a 24 to hit.
That will actually
And
hit.
It's,
20.
it's the weirdest thing that hits. It's the strangest.
What about a 20?
I
No.
don't think. No.
Minimum damage 4, so 2 because you're raging. And then
That
this
just
guy.
started tacking into his temp hit points.
It singed my battle towel.
I told you to change out of that thing. God damn it.
This guy hits Milavage for
I
4.
only have one.
And we stole that one.
Your battle towel. I love it.
We stole that one from the hotel.
Yeah, it's still the one from the hotel.
Understood.
Man, that thing's got to be funky.
What's up, Miles?
All right, Miles is going to close the distance. Hang on. Look at that. 50 feet. Now, I'm sorry. I'm going down as I'm doing this. Like descending
Okay.
as I'm going. To try and get down to level so
As
that...
one does.
As one does. So I can get down to level so I can go like this and hit him with the 19.
Hit which?
This guy.
Yes, that will hit.
So then I'm going to roll my damage.
8 damage.
8 damage, and then I'm going to Divine Smite him. At level... I think I have level 4 slots. Hang on. I do have level 4 slots. At level 4.
Not hard for a little tiny guy, man.
For...
I think your improved Divine Smite damage is not enough. It's only rolling 1d8. But the smite will be...
Oh, it is only rolling 1d8.
8, 9...
Well, yeah, because it rolls 2d8 and then 1d8 for the improved.
What?
Wait, what's my Divine Smite? Hang on.
Paladins are so fucking confusing.
I know. It's
Sorry, Divine Strike.
Divine
Radiant. The thing that adds radiant damage to your basic melee attacks. It's 2d8, isn't it?
Yes.
So your improved Divine Smite only is rolling 1d8.
Nice. All
And
right.
then when you Divine Smite as using your spell slot, it does extra damage if it's a demon.
Right.
Pretty sure, right? So a third level is like 5d8 or something. Which it did seem to roll 5d8. Oh, or that George stat. Okay. So we have... And roll another d8 because the first command you used, the slash, was backward. You'll probably
10.
kill this thing. 10, 27 plus that. Yeah. So that was a lot of math for me to tell you that that thing just died. You
That was
cleanly impale it with your... What's your weapon again?
the scimitar speed.
Scimitar. Yeah. So you don't so much impale it as you just slice cleanly, and the demon is like bifurcated along a diagonal axis, and it falls apart. The pieces propelled up away from each other by a burst of divine radiance.
You know the fun part? That was just my first attack. So then I'm going to move and hit this guy.
Go for it.
With a 21.
Hit.
For
13 plus 1d8.
Yep. So 13, 15, 15.
Yep. That dude hasn't been hit yet. Now he has. He will use his reaction to viciously reprise, since I forgot they could do this, and try to bite you with a 12 and miss.
Suck it. I tried.
That it for your turn?
No, I got one more. I'm gonna hit him again.
Go for it.
For
That'll
15.
hit.
That hits. Oh my.
Yep.
Bad day for this. Oh well, I guess not. I even
Oh,
fixed my
13
improved divine
damage.
smite.
Yes, you did.
Got 3 attacks. Damn, homie.
Oh yeah.
Scimitar.
Scimitar speed's fun.
Milovage. Saren, you're looking hurt still, so he's going to bonus action healing light. Some more.
That sounds like a great idea. Ooh.
You heal for 14.
I shall take it.
And then he will. Let's see. He tried hold monster on this thing already. He will. Oh my god, where's my character sheet? What has he got that might be good on it? Flame strike, maybe. Can I flame strike and not hit my buddies? Not really. He'll just do booming pen on this guy. He hits 23 thunder to the dude. He's not resistant to thunder, so fuck you, Scion. Why does that keep happening? That's his turn. The Scion is now up. He just got hit, and he doesn't like that, so this guy actually has spells, believe it or not, that I haven't really needed to use at all yet, or had a chance to. But now he's gonna kind of surrounded. Well, you know what's fun when we're surrounded is
AoE.
teleport.
Oh, even better.
As he comes over to here, and then a giant, horribly mutated hand comes at you from behind, Miles. Swinging around with a 23 to hit.
That will actually hit me.
You do 19 damage.
Holy jeebus.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Hang on, I gotta do some math first. Holy shit.
Let's use a calculator.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. 151. Actually hurt me. Bitch.
Well, if only you were so mad it hurt less.
I mean, it's a pretty big demon.
15 con save?
You're stunned until the end of his next turn.
That was a hard hit. Like, he just goes down.
This secret drone is turned. Did I just remove you from the map, Miles?
Yeah.
God damn it. Where did
Command
you end
Z,
up?
Control Z. Doesn't
You ended
Control
up at
Z work?
Stardock. Did you see anything cool while you were there?
No, it was all black.
Damn it.
Well, that's fine. This guy, he's going to turn and attack the stunned paladin because that's what he loves to see.
I'm not stunned anymore.
No, the other stunned paladin.
Oh.
The paladin that's stunned right now. However, he
Sorry.
misses with both of his attacks because he's pathetic.
mad
This
about
one,
it.
Suck it, son.
also moving over here, provoking from Milovage because fuck that guy. For 15 thunder damage.
No, he moved. Isn't that 21?
No, that was on the Scion. The Scion teleported, which is not movement, unfortunately. This guy going at you misses. Even when you're stunned, they can't hit you, and they feel shitty about it. Gonk.
Helm protects me.
I will help my friend.
There is one little demon, well, person-sized demon within melee range of you, but the other stuff is within walking distance. So yeah, you can hit anything you want. There's one big dude left, and there's 4 little dudes.
I propose
And
we
a couple
punch
of
little
others that
guy.
return.
Yeah, well, yeah, that works for me. I'll take care of the one directly in front of me, and then if there's anything left, I'll go help my buddy.
Okay.
That
will
26 will hit
Okay.
for 9.
Yep.
Hit again. 30 will hit for
10?
10, and then we're going to spend a key point, flurry of blows,
Mhm.
for
That'll hit.
22.
Another
I'm
8.
sorry, the 22 will hit for another 8, and then we're going to go ahead and kill another key point with Drew's permission to stunning strike.
Nah, dude.
Okay.
My save is so bad anyway.
You don't really need advantage to hit this guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's more so. I only try to use it on casters and stuff. That would take him out of spell commission, so
Fair
I
enough.
can get there. But anything melee range is just gonna tank my shitty save. So
Fair enough.
You do have another attack.
yeah, because flurry of blows is 2. So
Oh, nice. That 14 will
That
miss.
will miss.
it ain't
Sarah.
much, but it's honest damage.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of honest damage, I'm getting a little pissed over here. One more asshole hitting me. I'm gonna cut down the one towards Miles.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one right in between us, I guess would have been a better way of saying that.
Yep.
25.
That'll hit.
Cha.
So
Plus
24 plus. So 36. That's on one hit.
Is it still up?
Yep.
I'm going to, if I can, just into its chest.
You probably
Like going
will.
down, or going up, hitting too hard at me. Going some direction. That will hurt. 32.
Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah, because it just dawned on me. I don't get an action
How
this
do you want
turn.
to kill it? I mean, I guess you just said.
Yeah, I want to. Assuming it's a little bit taller than me, just ram it right up and it comes out through its throat. Would be cool.
As you kill it, it's like blood sprays, but the blood has like gross,
Coagulated?
hard, reflective bits in it. And as you look around down in disgust, you can see that there are tiny little gears and turning mechanical bits embedded in the clots of blood that look like they're twisting and extending little needle limbs, still trying to struggle to cling to life, but they're
Billy's
doomed.
gonna want to see this.
He is, yeah, he's enjoying himself right now.
As a bonus action, out in traffic.
Yeah.
As a bonus action.
Well, I mean, Gonk got here, and Gonk was on the same taxi, so presumably Belly is just watching all of this and studying it with rapt fascination.
Yeah, I feel that Belly would be like scraping up the remains and studying them.
He absolutely would.
Gross.
The pattern Seeker's Tower is he's gonna like it, I bet. If his kids ever let him get here. The pattern screamer's turned. It's just gonna run away into the city unless you guys follow it.
No, I'm going to let it go because it'll come back in a minute. We just need to let it get far enough away so that it's going to take some time to get back to us and we can deal with this other shit.
21 and a 25 to hit you, Saren, from this dude.
20 does not hit. The 25 does hit.
10 damage.
Okay.
This one on Millimage. I'm yawning.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
He hits both times for a bit of damage. 14 total. Miles, you're stunned.
Yep.
Milovage, now let's try and get this thing out of here. He will finagle. Do you suppose you could finagle a flame strike to hit these 3 things without hitting Miles? Is that too goofy?
I think it's doable, but if it hits me, it doesn't matter. Like I can tank it.
He doesn't want to hit you.
Yeah, but I can tank it if he does.
Well, I'm the DM, and I'm saying he's not going to hit you.
Okay.
He calls down a flaming. I don't have the. Do I have it? Yes, I do. Macro. Flame strike on these fucks. They get saves. That's a natural 20 for one of the. Well, for the silent. No, for one of the drones, and for the other drone. A 17, which is not enough. And for the Scion, an 18, which is also not enough. So, Total damage 29, 33. Aha! Get demolished.
You know, it's a good game when even the DM doesn't like the monsters.
I mean, I love these monsters. This is one of my favorite encounters in the campaign, but they are
This is a bad guy.
not good guys. Yeah.
I'm fading.
We'll probably wrap this up soon. This one, I'm just gonna say that. Yeah. This guy gets one more round of attacks on the stunned paladin, but you know what he's gonna do? Because he hasn't done this before. Oh, we can't even get back to the cool mirror thing, which would have made it better. But he's just gonna vomit electricity over both of you, Saren and Miles, as he casts lightning bolt.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Dex
Any
save.
dex saves?
Dex save is my least favorite save.
I'm unconscious and I
Miles,
still
and
hit
so do
23.
No, well, you have disadvantage.
I'm stunned, so I have 20. Yeah,
So you failed.
I fail.
You take 31 lightning damage,
Woof.
and Saren, you take 15.
Oh, I'm gonna make this guy fucking hurt when I wake up.
You are no longer stunned because that was the end of his turn.
Right.
This guy is gonna try and claw at you. He misses, and then he misses again. Typically, Gonk. There's one more alive in front of you. You want to do the same thing? as last
Gonk
time.
is going to hit. First attack is miss.
That'll hit.
Oh, hit.
No, it's a hit.
That's gonna be a for 8 damage.
Yep.
Second attack, 18 hits for 11. We're gonna go ahead and flurry of blows for a nat 20.
Will hit.
And 16, 18 damage. And then my last attack, 18 for 14 damage.
Nice. That will actually bring it down. How does Gonk want to do this? You there, Drew? Pound it.
God
Into
keeps
the paste.
punching face into ground until face turn into flat pancake.
Crush it like meteorite crush small rabbit.
Yes, yes. Just punch, punch, punch.
I'm gonna delete these things. Go put it in there.
And then I move up to help
Might
thread.
hurt anymore.
One, two. Boop. I move up to help.
Saren.
I can rest. I can sleep when I'm dead. So I'm gonna move my token because I'm having a hard time seeing beneath it. Okay. I'm going to knife this guy over here.
Okay.
Miles isn't on top of anyone, is he?
No.
Okay. Swing number 1.
That will hit. This guy's almost dead. So
Schwingy.
yeah. How do you want to kill it?
Wow.
I just want to go instead of going up, I'm gonna go down this time.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
There's another splat and a flare of light as the Holy Avenger avenges in a holy fuck manner.
That guy's dead, you said, or no?
Yep.
Okay, then I'm going to step through and get this guy beside Milavage. 19.
That'll hit.
Wow.
God.
Again,
disgusting.
He was already weak. You kill
Okay,
him
great.
instantly
Beautiful.
with a single blow.
I cut him down.
Now there is only the Scion left and the fleeing ones that returned.
Okay, that's my turn.
Pattern tree returned. Miles.
I am going to do what Miles does best. Miles is going to hit this fucker with the 22.
That'll hit. 16 damage.
16 damage. Bonus action. Divine Smite. Level 3.
It's not a bonus action to Divine Smite.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, it's after you when you hit it, yeah.
If an attack hits, it just goes off if you wanted to.
All right,
So
so
that is going to be another
18.
yes.
And then for my third attack, Scimitar to
That'll hit.
31 for 15 damage. And why not? I'll use my last, I'll do it at level 3, Divine Smite.
And with that, with the Divine Smite, you will obliterate this thing. How does it die?
Miles just like swipe, and then his third swipe he comes down Ronin style and just spins around, and then like cool style turns his back as the body just slides off like a Japanese anime.
You two-handed grab your scimitar and you slash it up. You cut off one limb and then the other limb as this thing is flailing about and spraying horribly tainted demon blood. And then you just kind of do your spin around with your last blow that cuts right through it and just it topples over like a tree falling, and as its lower body just kind of dissolves into sludge and mush.
Ooh, Gonk claps politely.
He should have worn a helm.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
The
I've been
the
working on
pattern-
that one.
The other drone fled, and the pattern screamer's gone, but it will come back in a minute if you really want to kill it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I can't go
roll
anymore.
that out if you want, but
Nah.
it's not going to stand a chance against you.
No, we'll fucking shish kebab it later.
Yes, call it. Go to bed.
Yeah. So you have cleared the demons out of the base of the Pattern Seeker's Tower, which you can now enter if you desire, or make your way over to the reservoir to try and cleanse the demons there. Well done, everybody.
Yay!
Thank you all for being here.
And thanks to our 2 viewers for watching. Hi guys, thanks for joining us. I will be on tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Doing some magic, streaming some magic, and then we'll be back Wednesday with some more D&D and Wildmount. Come on back and check us out.
I'm Sergeant Jensen. I'm a bugbear.
I have such fun things planned for
I'm
Jensen.
a fuzzy bugbear. That's my sub race is extra fuzzy.
Extra berry on the bugbear.
No, extra fuzzy.
Wow.
Fair enough. All right.
Get it right.
I'll catch you guys later. Have
Good
fun.
night.
Thanks, Mike.